Okay, welcome to Dave's Cooking Show, and for you today, we have a super easy, super simple, super cheesy baked rigatoni. It's really easy to do. First thing you want to do, 1 pound of Italian sausage into a pan, fry it off. When the sausage is done, drain and transfer, and we want to get that fond off. That's what we're going to do now. And just to be a little different, I'm going to use a bit of sake to deglaze the pan. And then you want to add 2 28-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes. And then you just want to give this a little bit of a stir and let the sake and the tomatoes and all those little bits of goodness stuck to the bottom of the pan that the sake got up kind of all blend together. And then we should be ready for our next steps. Oh, by the way, at some point, do get a pot of water boiling. When it's boiling, salt it. You want it about as salty as the sea. And then you'll also need about a pound of rigatoni. And then you want to get about 12 ounces of tomato paste into this. If you can't find a 12-ounce can, then just grab 2 of those little 6-ounce cans that are available at every single place that sells food, including Walgreens. Then just give this a stir until everything's incorporated. Alright, and after you've given it a couple of minutes to simmer and kind of come together, time to add the rest of the ingredients. You'll want 2 cloves of garlic, a teaspoon of dried oregano, a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, salt, and pepper. I didn't add it to this, but you could have certainly, when I deglazed it, after a couple seconds, thrown in about a small onion all chopped up. I just decided this time around to make it without the onions in it. And then you just want to give this time to simmer over medium low to low until your pasta's cooked. And again, like I said, rule of thumb with pasta is whatever it says on the package for al dente, take a minute off of that number. Oh, and one last important thing, don't forget to add the Italian sausage back to your tomato sauce. Okie dokie. Now it's time to make the cheese mix. Don't worry, we're almost home free. First thing you want to do is get about 1.5 pounds, just best guess it, of whole milk ricotta cheese. Don't do that part skim shit or fat-free shit. Get the real shit, the good shit, the whole milk shit. Don't be a fucking bum, and for God's sakes, there's no way to make this dish healthy anyway. So stop worrying about your goddamn health for 1 minute. Just run on the treadmill for a little bit longer. Okay, and then dumping about 1 pound of mozzarella into this here mix. Then you just want to give this a stir till everything's mixed together. That's it for the cheese mix. Okay, so thanks to a recording fuck up by yours truly, you kind of missed the first part of the creation of this thing. What you want to do is you want to place a layer of sauce on the bottom of your 9x13 baking dish. Then about half the noodles. Then your ricotta mix. About half of that. Another little layer of noodles. Then more sauce. Rest of the cheese mix. Last little bit of your noodles. So kind of a third, and third. And we want to top it off with the remaining sauce. So basically it's sauce, about 1/3 of the noodles, half the ricotta, 1/3 of the sauce, 1/3 of the noodles, remaining ricotta, remaining noodles, remaining sauce. And just because I'm a fat, slovenly piece of shit, top it off with a little bit more mozzarella cheese, and then pop it into a 350 degree oven for 35 to 40 minutes. And after 35 to 40 minutes in the oven, this baked rigatoni is done. And that's really it. that is what you get with that simple baked rigatoni. Now I'm going to cut a little piece out of this here because a lot of you guys have been asking me to try to remember to do that. And there you go. This little old mess that we call rigatoni. If I had to do one thing differently, I probably would have let it rest for like 5 minutes so it can come together. But yeah, that's simple baked rigatoni. Done.